everyone, especially to all grade 10 students. Today, our lesson is about permutation. For our learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, students are expected to first, illustrate permutation of objects. Second, find the permutation of n objects taken r at a time. Third, solve problems involving permutation. Let us try first this activity before we start discussing our lesson today. An anagram is a type of wordplay wherein the results of arranging the letters of word or phrase produce a new word or phrase by using the original letters exactly once. Example, the word listen is an anagram of the word silent. So find anagrams of these words. Hint, body parts. Let's have letter A. The word R is an anagram of the word ear. Let's have letter B, gel. We have leg. Letter C, ram. We have arm. For letter D, sink. We have skin. For letter E, lump, palm. Fringe, finger. Earth, heart. And for the last one, impart, which is armpit. In this activity, we arrange the letters of the given words to form new words. As you have seen, an arrangement can be applied to words and can also be used in many other situations. In mathematics, arrangements correspond to the word permutation. So what is a permutation? A permutation is an arrangement of objects in which order is important. Each arrangement can be made using all or some elements of the set of objects without repetition. Example, how many arrangements can be made using letters A, B, C, and D taken 3 at a time? Okay, so in this example, we are going to arrange 3 letters, pero ang pagpipilian natin ay 4, which are A, B, C, and D. Okay, so let us try. For our solution, we are going to use a tree diagram to determine the number of possible arrangements. Let's have first if the first letter is A. If the first letter is A, the second letter could be B, C, or D. Then, if the first letter is A and the second letter is B, the third letter could be C or D. Next, if the first letter is A and the second letter is C, the third letter could be B or D. And last one, if the first letter is A and the second letter is D, then the third letter could be B or C. Let us write the arrangements. If the first letter is A and the second letter is B and the third letter is C, we have A, B, C. Next, first letter is A, second letter is B, third letter is D, we have A, B, D. Another, the first letter is A, second letter is C, the third letter is B, A, C, B. Next, first letter A, second letter C, next letter is D, we have A, C, D. Continue. A is the first letter, D is the second letter, third letter is B, we have A, D, B. And last one, first letter is A, second letter is D, the third letter is C, we have A, D, C. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 arrangements if the first letter is A. So how about if the first letter is B, C, or D? So let us see the possible arrangements. First letter is B, so we have the second letter is A, C, and D. Then, first letter is B, second letter is A, we have C, D. Then let us continue. For this one, we have A, D for the third letter, and for this one, third letter is A and C. Let us write the possible arrangements. So we have BAC, BAD, BCA, BCD, BDA, and BDC. So we have also 6 arrangements if the first letter is B. Next, what if the first letter is C? So for the second letter, we have A, B, and D. Then, for the first letter is C, the second letter is A, third letter could be B or D. Then first letter is C, second letter is B, third letter we have A or D. Then first letter is C, second letter is D, third letter could be A and B. The possible arrangements are CAB, CAD, CBA, CBD, CDA, and CDB. Okay, so we have also 6 arrangements if the first letter is C. Next, last one. If the first letter is D, the second letter could be A, B, or C. Then, first letter is D, second letter is A, third letter could be B or C. Next, first letter D, second is B, third letter could be A or C. Last one, first letter is D, third letter is C, second letter is C rather, then third letter could be A or B. So the arrangements are DAB, DAC, DBA, DBC, DCA, and DCB. So we have also 6 arrangements if the first letter is D. So here, we can see that there are 24 possible arrangements if the letters A, B, C, and D taken 3 at a time. So using a tree diagram is not always applicable to find the permutation of objects, especially kung marami na yung object na i-arrange natin. For example, what if you are asked to find the number of possible arrangement of 5 letters out of the 26 letters of the alphabet? So it will take time to find kung ilang arrangement ang possible kung gagamit tayo ng tree diagram. So medyo matagal nating isusulat yung possible kung ilan yung possible arrangements. So dito papasok yung ating topic or yung application ng ating lesson for today. So in general, if a set has n elements, then the number of ways of drawing r elements from the set is denoted by NPR, and this is called the number of permutation of n objects taken r at a time. Permutation of n objects taken r at a time, our formula is NPR is equal to n factorial divided by the quantity of n minus r factorial, where n and r are positive integers and r is greater than or equal to 1 but less than or equal to the value of n. So remember that the value of n is always greater than or equal to the value of r. So hindi pwede na mas malaki yung value ng r sa value ng n. So this NPR is read as permutation of n objects taken r at a time or permutation of n taken r. So we have other notations for permutation. So these two notations are also read as permutation of n objects taken r at a time. So let's have example. Permutation of 6 taken 6. So in this example, the value of n is equal to 6 and the value of r is equal to 6. Let us apply our formula. For our solution, again our formula is permutation of n taken r is equal to the n factorial divided by the quantity of n minus r factorial. So permutation of 6 taken 6 is equal to the value of n is 6. So 6 factorial divided by the value of n which is 6 minus the value of r which is 6 also factorial. Next, permutation of 6 taken 6 is equal to 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So we have 0 factorial. So permutation of 6 taken 6 is equal to the value of 6 factorial is 720 and the value of 0 factorial is equal to 1. So again, 0 factorial is a special case. 0 factorial is always equal to 1. Therefore, permutation of 6 taken 6 is equal to 720. So in this example, if the value of n and the value of r is equal, so like this one, the value of n is 6 and the value of r is also equal to 6. So you can also find easily the permutation of this example by finding the factorial of the given number. So sa halip na gawin pa natin itong solution na to, kapag parehas yung value ng n at value ng r, pwedeng kunin na lang yung factorial ng given number. So just find the value of 6 factorial, yun yung ating sagot. So that is only if the value of n and the value of r is equal. So let's have the second example. Permutation of 10 taken 4. For our solution, using the formula, we have permutation of 10 taken 4. So the value of n is equal to 10 and the value of r is equal to 4. So we have 10 factorial divided by the quantity of 10, which is the value of n, minus the value of r, which is 4. So we have 10 minus 4 factorial. Permutation of 10 taken 4 is equal to 10 factorial divided by 6 factorial. Then, find the value of 10 factorial and 6 factorial. You can use your calculator. Permutation of 10 taken 4 is equal to 10 factorial is equal to 3,628,800, while the value of 6 factorial is equal to 720. So let us divide. We have permutation of 10 taken 4 is equal to 5,040. Let's have the third example. Permutation of 12 taken 5. Again, using the formula, so we have the value of n is equal to 12 and the value of r is equal to 5. So we have permutation of 12 taken 5 is equal to 12 factorial divided by the quantity of 12 minus 5 factorial. So permutation of 12 taken 5 is equal to 12 factorial divided by 7 factorial. So permutation of 12 taken 5 is equal to the value of 12 factorial is 479,001,600 divided by the value of 7 factorial, which is 5,040. Therefore, permutation of 12 taken 5 is equal to 95,040. So if you're going to find for the factorial of bigger numbers, pwede na natin i-divide ng diretso yung ating factorial sa ating calculator. So example, in your calculator, pwede nyo nang i-type yung 12 factorial divided by 7 factorial. So sa halip na kunin natin yung value ng 12 factorial, which is 479,001,600, pwede nyo nang i-divide ng diretso na 12 factorial divided by 7 factorial dun sa inyong calculator. Next, let's have problem solving involving permutation. For the first problem, in how many ways can the letters of the word COVID be arranged if all the letters are used? So in this example, the value of n is equal to 5 because the word COVID has 5 letters. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the value of the value of r is equal to 5 also because we are going to arrange using all the letters. So let's have our solution. Using the formula, again, permutation of n taken r is equal to n factorial divided by the quantity of n minus r factorial. So the value of n is equal to 5 and the value of r is equal to 5 also. So using the formula, we have m factorial divided by the quantity of 5 minus 5 factorial. Then permutation of 5 taken 5 is equal to 5 factorial divided by 0 factorial. Permutation of 5 taken 5 is equal to the value of 5 factorial, which is 120, divided by 1, which is the value of 0 factorial. Therefore, we have permutation of 5 taken 5 is equal to 120 ways. So again, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, if the value of n and the value of r is equal, just find the factorial of the given number. So this problem is also equal to 5 factorial, or the arrangements is equal to 5 factorial. Next, sample number 2. How many different ways can the 6 GrabFood motorcycles be parked if there are 8 available parking spaces? So in this example, the value of n is equal to 8, which is the available parking spaces, while the value of r is equal to 6, which is the GrabFood motorcycles. Let's have our solution. So we have permutation of 8 taken 6 is equal to 8 factorial divided by the quantity of 8 minus 6 factorial. So we have permutation of 8 taken 6 is equal to 8 factorial divided by 8 minus 6, which is 2. Then we have 2 factorial. Permutation of 8 taken 6 is equal to the value of 8 factorial, which is 40,320 divided by 2 factorial. So we have 2. Therefore, permutation of 8 taken 6 is equal to 20,160 ways. Next, the third example. In how many different ways can a president, vice president, and a secretary and a treasurer be chosen from a class of 15 students? Okay, so in this example, the value of n is equal to 15, which is the 15 students. Then the value of r is 4, because we have president, vice president, secretary, and a treasurer. So for our solution, permutation of 15 taken 4. Again, the value of n is equal to 15 and the value of r is equal to 4. Is equals 15 factorial divided by the quantity of 15 minus 4 factorial. Permutation of 15 taken 4 is equal to 15 factorial divided by 11 factorial. Our answer is permutation of 15 taken 4 is equal to 32,760 ways. Okay, so as you can see, hindi na natin kinuha yung value ng 15 factorial at 11 factorial. Kasi on our calculator, sobrang laki na ng value ng 15 factorial. Kaya meron na tayong nakalagay doon na times 10, ganon. So, kapag ang given ay sobrang laki na at ganon na yung nakasulat sa calculator na sobrang haba na, so ida-direct na natin ang pag-divide sa ating calculator. So, ita-type nyo na lang 15 factorial divided by 11 factorial. Okay. So, you can easily find permutation of n objects taken r at a time using a calculator. Okay, so if you are using this kind of calculator, follow this step. Example, find permutation of 9 taken 4. So, step 1, press 9. Step 2, press shift. Step 3, press NCR. Okay, so this key is for the combination. That is for our next lesson. Pero dahil atin mo nang pinindot yung shift before pressing this key, which is for the combination, so ang magiging function na natin ay ito na, yung nakasulat ng yellow, which is NPR or for permutation. So, hindi na for combination ang kanyang function, that is for permutation na. Dahil, again, you press shift key first before pressing this key. Next, step 4, press 4. Then, for step 5, press equals to get the answer for permutation of 9 taken 4. So, in our calculator, permutation of 9 taken 4 is equal to 3,024. Okay, next. What if you are using this kind of calculator? So, this calculator is an application on a cell phone. This is a free scientific calculator plus advanced 991 calculator that I downloaded from the Google Play Store. So I will put the link on the description of this video para pwede nyong ma-download yung application na to. So if you are going to use this calculator, please follow this step. Example, find permutation of 9 taken 4. First step is press 9. Then second step, press shift. Third step, press this key, which is for multiplication or times. So dito sa calculator na to, kung mapapansin ninyo, dun sa isang calculator ay NCR yung ating key na pinindot para sa permutation. So sa calculator na to, ang para sa permutation ay itong key na to, which is for multiplication. Kung mapapansin ninyo, meron ditong yellow na nakasulat, which is NPR. So this is for permutation. Kaya kailangan nyo munang i-press yung shift, then bago itong key na to para yung maging function ay for permutation or for this NPR. Step 4, press 4. Okay. Let us see kung paano siya gumagana using this calculator, yung actual. Okay, press 9, then press shift, press X for NPR. So we have 3024. Again, let us play it again. Press 9, then shift, NPR, then 4 equals, we have 3024. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I hope you learned something today. Goodbye and thank you.